Hello guys, this is Abi aka onlyabidoang. Yes, I'm using Facecam now ever since 4 videos ago, still experimenting with this new format. Anyway, today I'm going to be showcasing all the already confirmed gameplay features for the upcoming The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. This pack is not out yet, but the gameplay trailer has been out for a few days and the pack is set to be released on July 10th. So, let's have a recap of all the confirmed gameplay features so far. First, we'll take a look at the fairies, the new playable occult in this pack. They can be created straight from Create a Sim like all the other occults. And yeah, we can already tell the new annoying idle animation we have to endure later. They have two forms, normal and fairy form, and you can customize their wings with many selections of wing shapes. You can even customize them freely with paint modes, similar to how you can customize werewolves and pet's fur. Besides that, there are new facial presets, skin tones, glowing tattoos, clothing, and even other body features like new teeth, horns, and ears. You can also become a fairy by following the guidance of the new NPC, Mother Nature. Simply follow her step-by-step instructions and head to the Enchanted Springs to complete your transformation. You can either become a harmonious fairy that does good or a discordant fairy that causes chaos. Fairies do not need to eat nor go to the toilet, but they now have this new emotional force need bar that will be used up whenever they perform fairy abilities. This can be filled up by recharging, absorbing other Sims' emotions, drinking bottled emotions, and probably some other ways. If they completely run out of emotional force, they'll suffer the new death type in this pack, death by emotional starvation. Like the other occults, fairies have their own skill tree as well. Apparently, there are a total of 28 unlockable abilities divided into 4 categories: manipulation, emotion, nature, and customization. There are also 5 fairy ranks that you can reach. You unlock these abilities by gaining experience points from performing fairy powers or some other interactions. The abilities range from bringing gnomes to life to help around. They're not fully animated though, they just shake around and probably teleport. Curing or bestowing ailments, changing the moods of other Sims, bottling emotions, creating seeds, blooming plants, and aging up other Sims to name a few. They can also produce fairy dust, which can also be found in the new world by foraging around. This can be used on plants or some objects to enchant them. Enchanted plants are easier to take care of and produce bigger harvests, but they may also attract pixies, the new magical pests here. Fairies can also shrink in size when performing certain interactions, like sinks to take a shower, a dollhouse to have a rest, or the small fairy houses to enter. They can even shrink non-fairy Sims to do the new fairy woohoo. And yeah, I'm a bit concerned on where those fairy dust come from in the trailer. Also, there's not a single sighting of child fairies and younger as well. It's probably safe to assume that, like the previous occults, younger fairies won't develop their powers and wings till they age up to teens. Besides fairies, the long-forgotten PlantSims who have been present in the base game are also getting some new features confirmed by one of the Sims community managers. It looks like they won't get any new addition in the free base game update unfortunately, only from this expansion pack. And the bad news is that they're still not a permanent occult. In this pack, PlantSims can refresh their life force to extend the PlantSim status timer, they can use the new ability, Nature's Breath, to bloom plants, they can absorb solar energy on the new potted and houseplants, though you can already do this ability on regular plants in the base game. PlantSim townies are now a thing and you can see them around. They can give a poison kiss to give the green mini ailment. There's this praise of the life ability performed on the green man. They can give forbidden fruit or be demanded of forbidden fruit. And finally, being in water will boost their water motive, which will be a pretty weird decision if this turns out to be a pack exclusive because they can already play in shallow waters now, but they won't gain water need. Yeah, I don't think I can call it an overhaul, just bits of extra features for them. After that, let's take a look at the new world, Innisgreen, with 3 sub-neighborhoods to offer. First is the coast of Atmore, a Celtic-inspired historical coastal town that's all about the gnomes. It has a huge gnome statue, a shipwreck landmark, colorful buildings, this gnome vendor, and some other stuff. Next is the Spruce Dairy Grove, a nature-focused neighborhood with a mystical touch to it. It looks very similar to the neighborhoods in Hanford-on-Bagley to be honest. And then there's Everdew, a magical enchanted forest where fairies thrive here, with mystical-looking greeneries, enchanted springs, and more. There's even a large mushroom area called the Moss Vale Fairy Hub. In terms of gardening, the new pack introduces new live houseplants that you can take care of. You can place it on tables, shelves, and they still need some care, water, and companionship. You can also talk to them and name them, but the animation for watering them, yeah, if they're going to recycle the spray cleaning animation, the least they could do is swap out the Windex bottle for a water spray. You can also grow certain harvestable plants on the new smaller pots. There are also new magical plants, such as this moody shrub where you can extract emotions from it, this aura blossom plant that can affect your luck and emotional balance, and this lightning root that can electrocute your sim but is needed as an ingredient for certain objects. One of the new skills from this pack is the Natural Living skill. It's a 10-level skill all about surviving and thriving in the great outdoors. Sims with this skill can fulfill all their needs off the grid by foraging for something to eat, including whole frogs or fish, bathing in ponds, relieving themselves by summoning a magical privy bush when nature calls, and even chatting with the wilderness. At first, they'll find all of this pretty uncomfortable, but they'll adapt over time. You can also find collectibles while foraging. Personally, this is probably gonna be my least favorite feature from the pack, but we'll see. If you enjoy homeless or runaway sims challenges though, this might be your cup of tea. Additionally, there's this new nature press table, a new crafting station where you can create new objects from stuff you found in nature. We still haven't gotten a clue which skill will tie into this object. Now let's take a look at the two new core features for your sims that are about to crowd up the already overloaded Simology panel even more. First is the luck system, which acts as a random modifier that determines how your sim's day will go. If a sim is lucky, they'll experience better outcomes in activities like crafting, careers, foraging, socializing, cooking, and more. Their current luck status can be seen in the Simology panel. If they're unlucky, well, let's just say it probably won't be their best day. You can influence a sim's luck, such as equipping luck charms, drinking elixirs, using fairy abilities, or getting help from the new Spruce Almighty NPC. You can also turn the luck system off in the game settings. Next is the balance system. Sims can now fall into different states of balance based on their emotional well-being. If a sim is constantly in a bad mood, they'll become imbalanced. This makes it harder for them to build skills and fulfill their needs efficiently. If the imbalance gets worse and you continue to ignore it, your sim may start showing extreme symptoms called ailments. Now let's talk about ailments, a new curse or illness system for your sims. Sims can develop ailments not only from being imbalanced, but also by catching them from fairies or from other sims who already have one. There are 8 ailments in total: Sonic Sinuses, Greeny Meanie, Luck Magnet, Creation Impulse, Emotional Void, Simoleon Fever, Gnome Lure, and Burning Passion. Each one comes with its own drawbacks, though some also offer unique benefits. For instance, Greeny Meanie allows sims to garden more efficiently, but they will frequently feel angry and act mean toward others. Luck Magnet makes your sim lucky, but causes those around them to become unlucky. These elements can be cured through various methods, such as from fairy powers or from using certain cures. And yeah, they do feel like a combination between the spellcaster curses from Realm of Magic and the illnesses from Get to Work. Which brings us to the second new skill from the pack, the Apothecary skill. This is another 10-level skill focused on crafting a variety of concoctions that require specific ingredients to create. There are 22 recipes in total, and they cover everything from cures for ailments to emotion stones, charms, need-boosting elixirs, and other potions with different effects. So far, it feels almost identical to the elixirs from Realm of Magic mixed with the herbalism skill from Outdoor Retreat with magical ingredients and all. This skill also ties into the new active career introduced in this pack, Naturopath. Yep, it's actually an active career, not a regular rabbit hole one, which was a pretty unexpected surprise. Clients will show up once your work hour has started, and your sim will need to diagnose their ailments by performing certain tasks, then decide on the right treatment. Sometimes the issue won't be an ailment at all, but something else entirely. It seems to be similar to the doctor career from Get to Work, but instead of a hospital setting, you're running some sort of a magical home clinic with elixirs you have to craft on your own. Besides that, this pack introduces 3 new traits. Plant lover sims feel happiest when surrounded by greenery. They love gardening and being near plants, but will fall into negative moods if they're away from nature for too long. Mystical sims are in tune with the natural world and enjoy guiding others toward a more balanced life. They also gain apothecary and gardening skill faster. And disruptive sims thrive on freedom, excitement, and fun, usually at the expense of others. They build mischief, logic, and charisma skills more quickly. There are also 3 new aspirations in this pack, which are fairy stories revolving around fairies, nature nomad revolving around the natural living skill, and elixir enthusiast revolving around the apothecary skill. Also, based on the reveal trailer, Errands seem to be making a comeback in the new world. It's basically some form of a quest system from NPCs where you can do certain tasks to help the townsfolk and then gain rewards from them, similar to cottage living and life and death packs. And it seems that you can also uncover more of the world's lore by talking to the townsfolk and learning their stories. As mentioned before, there are new NPCs here. Some of the notable ones include Mother Nature herself, the mysterious Spruce Almighty, who is this jagged PlantSim looking figure that can be summoned from the Glasswood 3 object, and it even looks like Apothecary Thought from The Sims 1 Making Magic is making a surprise comeback in this pack as well. And finally, the official blog has also revealed some cross-pack gameplay features with this pack. Fairies can use their nature power to fulfill the needs of cats, dogs, horses, and even farm animals. They can also cure sick pets, which is a pretty neat touch. Fairies can also soothe werewolves, instantly reducing their fury to 0 and turning them back into their sim form. Fairies have the ability to remove vampirism entirely from a vampire sim. They can also hydrate mermaids and PlantSims, helping those sims maintain their unique needs. The Apothecary elixirs include one that can refill all needs for occult sims. And the new Fear of Magic has also been added, causing sims to become paranoid when near spellcasters or other occult beings. So those are all the confirmed gameplay features for the upcoming Enchanted by Nature expansion pack for The Sims 4. What do you think of these features? Do you still think the pack is worth it or not? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope you like it, and if you do and like this kind of format, feel free to let me know in the comments down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. See you later!